the Shia say that the companions, after the Prophet died, they rushed immediately to the a place of gathering called As-Saqifa, and they started to discuss the issue of leadership. Who's going to be the leader of the Prophet after the Prophet? Who's going to be the leader after the Prophet? They will say to you, they play emotional tone or emotional trick, saying, oh, those companions, they rushed to the leadership. They rushed to the matter of leadership. And they left the corpse of the body. And they left the corpse of the Prophet. They left it to Ali. And Ali was taking care of the Prophet's corpse, bathing the Prophet. While those people, they rushed to see who's going to be the leader. Because this is against what we know about the companions, that they don't care about this livelihood issue. They don't care. But despite they don't care, they do not leave this position vacant. So the hypocrites in Medina will be rushing first to it. So despite they are ascetic people, the companions are zahid in matters of life, but they don't leave that position of the leadership after the Prophet ﷺ to be left to the hypocrites. Yeah, they have the right to rush to it and to nominate the person who deserves to be the leader. Now, don't forget that the Shia say that nothing can be hidden from Ali's knowledge. He knows everything. Well, that means while he was bathing the Prophet, he knew that they went to catch the leadership. Yes. And you say that he deserves to be the next one after the Prophet, to be the leader. Yes. So was he knowing what's going on in that place, As-Saqifa? It's called As-Saqifa. Was he knowing what's going on? Here, you can catch the fish. They say nothing can be hidden away from Ali. Number two, they say that Ali went immediately to bathe the Prophet. How many days? The Prophet died on Monday, all right. Tuesday, Wednesday, at the middle of Wednesday, the Prophet was buried. So did it take 3 days with Ali to bathe the Prophet? I mean, this is an accusation. First, the Prophet doesn't need to be bathed. No way. If the martyr doesn't need, how much more the Prophet? The other thing is, they forgot what they narrated by Ali, that he said. Look, I'm going to read that on to you now. They say, what is obligatory in terms of Allah's religion, Allah's law? What is obligatory according to the law of Allah? That when their leader die, whether he is righteous or even evil, they should do nothing. They should not make any move forward or backward move, neither forward nor backward move, before they nominate and select a leader for themselves that will be uniting them. Okay? That's how they said it. It's in the books Al-Ihtijaj for At-Tabrasi, first volume, page 4, Bihar al-Anwar, volume 33, page 144. So Ali was giving instruction to the people that if any leader died, people after him should not be doing anything before they select a next one to the previous one. So here now, the emotional trick has gone. So did the companions go firstly to do that? Yeah, this is the law of God. That's what the Shia say. So the companions were applying what the Shia say about Ali, that he said first thing you do is to select a leader. And that's what in Iran they did. When Khomeini died, he was kept in the freezer until they select a leader after him, and that was Khamenei. You can see those people are, obsessed with the matter of imama for the family of the Prophet, and there is no consultation. Look, they have assembly of consultation, and they don't have a leader that belongs to the family Prophet. So they're playing games. So anyway, yes, the companions should not leave the leadership vacant, so the hypocrites in Medina will be proceeding to it. And that's okay. Islamically, this is what should be done. So by this, the trick can vanish. They say that it took 3 days with Ali to bathe the Prophet ﷺ. I mean, this is an accusation. The Christians will come and say, you Prophet needed 3 days to be bathed and washed. What was the problem with his body? He never took a bath before he died? Come on. So don't play these games. And by the way, you think that the companions did not come to the masjid, and the Prophet's body was next to the masjid in the house of Aisha. And because of that, we have a narration for you that will be disproving this claim. Aisha said that the companions of the Prophet, when they wanted to bathe the Prophet, the companions, plural, and those companions were in her house. When they wanted to bathe the Prophet ﷺ, they said, Wallahi, we don't know. Should we take off the clothes of the Prophet as we do to our dead people? Or we bathe him while his clothes are over him? So when they disagreed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala threw on them sleep. Each one of them had his chin on his chest. They slept. And they heard someone speaking from a remote place in the room, saying to them, bathe the Prophet while his shirt is over him. Narrated by Abu Dawood, narration number 3141, and Sheikh Al-Albani in his book Ahkam al-Janaiz, page 49, he said this narration is authentic. Also, there's another narration in Bukhari, narration number 1387. Aisha said, I came to my father Abu Bakr and I was asking him, how much was the cost of the shroud of the Prophet when you bathed him? Father, take it. So it's not Ali only who bathed the Prophet. And by the way, if Ali did not go to the assembly to nominate the leader, Ali would be contradicting what he said, according to the Shia narration. He said you should not do anything before you go and nominate a next leader after the previous one who died. So Ali will be contradicting himself. So you wanted to plot, but the plot went back against you. Now people are pointing their fingers on the text you narrated in your books, saying that Ali said you should not be doing anything before you nominate a leader. So why Ali left the place and he was bathing the Prophet? And doing what? Bathing the Prophet for 3 days? So non-Muslims will be disgusted with this, saying, 3 days? Your Prophet needed to be bathed. Oh, come on. I just wanted to add this to the video about the matter of leadership in Islamic perspective, so it will be inshallah beneficial. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.